Hello guys, myself your friend Naveen Quadras. I welcome you all to my session. In this session we are going to learn one of the important chapter in English grammar, that is interchange or transformation of sentences. Okay, once again I repeat, interchange or transformation of sentences. So before going to this chapter, first we must keep some of things in our mind, that is we must know all types of sentences. Okay, in interchange of sentences it comes affirmative sentences, which is also called as a declarative sentences, then interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences there comes wh question, yes no questions, as well as question tag. Question tag means what? Question tag in the statement which is made with the two part. Okay, first one is a statement, second one is a short question. If the statement is positive, question tag is negative. If the statement is negative, a question tag is positive. Then infinitive sentences, that you know, optative sentences, exclamatory sentences, and negative sentences. Okay, also in transformation of sentences there comes simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. Okay, these are the first things we must keep it in our mind. Second things, we must know types of conjunction. There are three types of conjunctions are there: coordinative conjunction, subordinative conjunction, and correlative conjunction. Okay, then we must know gerund and infinite, because in most of the cases in a simple sentences we use either gerund or infinite. I will teach you once again when I teach a simple compound and complex sentences. Okay, what is gerund and what is infinite? Gerund is a ing form of a verb, means we are using verb as a noun, and infinite means we are adding to before the verb and making a verb is as a infinite. Okay, then what is coordinative conjunction? There is a formula for a coordinative conjunction, that is fanboy. Then subordinative conjunction. Okay, subordinative conjunction, the remaining all comes in a subordinative conjunction, especially the because, if, when, etc. Then third things we must keep it in our mind are types of clause. Okay, there are two types of clauses are there. One is independent clause, second one is a dependent clause. Okay, example for an independent clause is eating mango and she is drinking tea. Okay, these both are independent clauses, means independent clauses. As means we can make a two sentences. Example, see, he is eating mango, she is drinking tea, etc. So what is dependent clause? Dependent clause means one clause is depending on another. For example, I saw a boy who was very handsome. I saw a boy who was very handsome. Okay, there is a sense in this first clause, a second sense, who was very handsome. Okay, we can't make any separate question, separate sentence like that. Is it? This particular sentence depend on a first sentence. That's the reason it is called dependent clause. Okay, he is very handsome is called as a dependent clause. Okay, now please come here. What is transformation of sentences? What is interchange of sentences? The meaning is changing a sentences from one grammatical form to another without altering or without changing meaning is called transformation of sentences. Okay, once again I tell, changing a sentences from one form to another, especially if the sentence is affirmative we are making as a negative, if the sentence is a negative we are making as an interrogative, but without changing or without altering its meaning. Here changes takes place where? Changes take place only in the expression. Okay, only the expression changes, the main idea and meaning doesn't change. That is only called transformation of sentences. Okay, once again I repeat the meaning: changing a sentences from one grammatical form to another without altering or without changing its meaning is called a transformation of sentences. Example, Sita is an honest girl. It is an affirmative sentence. When it become negative, it will become Sita is not a dishonest girl. How to make an interrogative sentence? Is Sita an honest girl? Is Sita an honest girl? Exclamatory sentence. Sita is certainly honest. Sita is certainly honest. It is exclamatory sentence. Then question tag. Question tag means I said there is one statement and second a short question. Sita is an honest girl, isn't she? Sita is an honest girl, isn't she? A second thing we must keep it in our mind. When we change a sentence from one form to another, the changes take place either in the adjective or adverb or verb. Verb means we add not or we will add prefix to the verb. Okay, the changes take place either in the adjective or adverb or verb in transformation or interchange sentences. Now we are going to learn first affirmative and negative sentences. Okay, we are going to learn how to change a affirmative sentence into negative sentences and how to change a negative sentence into affirmative sentences. Let us take a first example. Only the prince can afford such a luxury. Okay, only the prince can afford such a luxury. When we change the sentence into negative, it will become no one except the prince can afford such a luxury. Okay, first rule is if there is only in the affirmative sentence, when it goes negative sentence, it will become no one except. Okay, first rule, keep it in our mind. The only always changes into no one except. A second rule, she was doubtful whether it was correct. Okay, she was doubtful whether it was correct. It is an affirmative sentence. How to change this particular sentence into negative? She was not sure whether it was correct. Okay, she was not sure whether it was correct. A second rule is the doubtful always changes into not sure. Okay, doubtful is an adjective, it will changes into not sure. Not sure when we make such a sentence into a negative sentence. This is a formula for a affirmative, how to change a sentence from affirmative to negative. A second one, let us see how to change a negative sentence into affirmative sentence. How to change a negative sentence into affirmative sentence. The first example we will take. You will not find the journey comfortably. You will not find the journey comfortably. When we change this particular sentence into affirmative, it will become you will find the journey uncomfortably. You will find the journey uncomfortable. Okay, we made a changes in a adjective. Okay, the comfortable will become uncomfortable, and we will remove not. Okay, the rule is if there is not in a negative sentence, we have to make changes in the adjective. Okay, we have to remove not and make adjective as a uncomfortable, means we have to add prefix to the adjective. A second one, no one denied that she was clever. No one denied that she was clever. When we change this particular sentence into affirmative, it will become all affirm that she was clever. Okay, no one denied always changes into all affirm. The rule is no one denied always changes into all affirm. We made a changes in the verb. Okay, we added no one denied. When it into affirmative, we have to make all affirm. We have to add all to the all adverb to the verb. Next, sometimes they will give a sentence like he is only actor fit for the role. He is only actor fit for the role. It is affirmative sentences. Okay, there is only actor is there, and they will give you in the graph in the bracket no other actor, no other actor. How to change this particular sentence into a negative? We have to write no other actor but he is fit for the role. No other actor but he is fit for the role. The formula is the only always changes into no other. Okay, the only adjective always changes into a no other. This is about how to change affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative. We have learned 5 rules. We have learned 5 rules. First one, only always changes into no one except. Okay, only always changes into no one except. A second rule, doubtful always changes into not sure. Doubtful always changes into not sure. If there is not in a sentence, negative sentence, we have to make changes in the adjective. Okay, like uncomfortable we made, comfortable we made as a uncomfortable. If no one is there, we have to add all. If no one denied is there, we must make all affirmed. Okay, then next rule is the same. If there is only, we have to write no other. If there is only, we have to write no other. Okay, this is about affirmative and negative sentences. I will take you 1 minute, then I will come once again and I will teach you about second rule, second type of sentences.